recreation. One of the areas we increased wholly by $5,000 in regular teachers and $5,000 in special eds for training over the summer. With all the standards, with all the Common Core, with everything changing, we're going to have to provide teachers time to be able to come in over the summer and get paid for it and rewrite and realign curriculum. So we put $10,000 more into the budget to handle that. We also, sad news is our newsletter has almost tripled the price now to go out, so we had to almost double how much we put in mail and postage for next year. And it's one of the things we're going to have to consider. Do we want to try to go back to sending it home to the kids again? I know people felt that wasn't the most successful. Many people feel they didn't get it. Do we want a survey, which I kind of think would be a good thing to do, a survey how many people would want it, truly want it on their email? I know we tried that for a while, some people didn't like it, but when we look at making our budget, but a newsletter costs like 160 something to send out, now is 300, is it 340 for the state now?
How many newsletters?
1,388.
How many times a year?
7-ish.
Well,
So
with
it's-
budgets and, so
seven
it's
times
something, it's a lot of
350.
money, and we went truly from 10,000 to 20,000 for postage just because it was a major increase. So it's something, we're gonna have to keep looking at, talking about, and like I said, I think we probably should survey community to see, what they think, what they feel. And even though we send out that many, we still keep getting people come in and say, I didn't get a newsletter, I haven't gotten one for years, which always amazes me. But, we keep saying things to your address will add you to our list. Becky also went through and tried to update with any of the BOCES, commitments for next year to put in the prices we got back from BOCES in here. And what we still end up with for the increase in the budget is $562,000. With the state aid increase of $236, we're left with a shortfall of $326,391. So that's not a complete amount yet. We just thought we'd kind of keep updating you, each board meeting between now and when we do the big presentation. We did receive one retirement with, as I, get those things we'll also look at how that will affect teaching staff and that type of thing. And currently, none of that's reflected here. But Becky will go over revenues and things next board meeting. We didn't want to go, maybe, do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, she did. Good.
Also the,
Sequester.
I think it was about 20,000 maybe that was on, so that's not included as well. So our understanding is it won't affect this fiscal year, but it will affect next fiscal year, about 20,000. So, probably salaries, benefits, whatever it would be, your federal grants will have to either be absorbed in general fund or we have the decision.
It's just some of those things through the titles that I keep saying we didn't know what we're going to get,
Right.
and we're looking at about $20,000 decrease in federal funds.
Continue to do more of this.
Yes. Do you want to talk about the tax levies now, and then
Yep,
jump back
I
over
can,
again?
I can do that. I think there's a draft of the tax levy limit and cap on here. For the most part, the top section, a lot of it is pre-populated when you go to the state comptroller's office. They figure out what the tax base growth factor and your allowable levy growth and all of that. The parts that really need to be calculated are the exclusions. Last year was a little easier because the employee retirement system did a lot of, they already had salaries, and they had, what you could use for an exclusion amount. This year with the TRS, the teacher's retirement system, there is an exclusion because the rate's going up so high. So I think it's 2.41% can be excluded, but we have to estimate the salaries on it. So it's a little different process than it was last year. But and I guess just another thing to note too, most of the schools are not allowed to have carryover from last year. You do because you didn't raise taxes like they did. I think there was an impression that if your cap was 5% and you only raised it 2%, you'd still have 3% to work with this year, and that's not the way it works.
Right.
So, but you are able to. I think it's 26,972 that calculated for that. So, and then when you get down to the bottom, this comes from like the comptroller's website. It doesn't tell you what the percentage is, so she calculated that on the side. So if you were to actually go out with what your limit is, it would be 9%. But know if that's what you want to do, but that, you know, that would be what the increase would be. So it's safe to say that, you know, we've got a lot of, you know, some of the schools are looking lower than that, but I think when they went around the table, a lot of them are coming out in the 5 to 8% range. So you're about where they are, but you did have that carryover, which is something like 8%.
I did receive a request, I'm just going to read it. It says, "Dear Board of Education, I'm requesting to use the pool as the location for my daughter's birthday party on Saturday, March 23rd from 2 to 4:30. I was hoping we could use cafeteria tables, the gym, playground, and the pool. I realize I would need to have lifeguards for the pool and would assume all responsibility for the cost. If the building is completely out of the question, I am interested in using other facilities. If able to use the building for the event, all facilities will be left in the same condition they were found. Please consider my request and contact me with your answer at your earliest convenience." Last year, when we were charging for the building, this particular person asked me if that's something that they would be able to rent, gym, cafeteria, pool, that type of thing, for a party. And at that point, that was one of the things that we were looking at considering. And then when they called back this year, I said, well, currently there is no charge, there is no renting. I will bring it before the board to get their feeling. But I know that it's kind of similar to having parents come in and use the gym to throw the softball. But I did say that, yeah, that is written to the board. So I don't know what people's feelings or thoughts are.
So do we have, would there be somebody who would have covered, I mean, they're gonna be all over the building and now, and would there need to be somebody to kind of watch over that, or
I mean, obviously someone would have to be paid to do that.
It's pretty frightening. It is. The gym, the cafeteria, playground, and what else? Pool. The pool, that's kind of,
Pretty far reaching.
it is. I can't imagine it at this point. The pool is one thing, it, you know, it's there, it's a lifeguard.
Yeah. Well, we have our own lifeguard there, so they kind of can tell them what you can do and what you can't do.
What if
The
the
whole
lady
building is,
is willing to pay, she just have to explain, or she's gonna have to pay for somebody to be watched off, basically.
Everybody that would even want to do that.
right,
And it would be opening it up then to every family who wants that
Right,
birthday
right.
party, every,
I don't see how you could do that and be safe.
I don't see how you can do it and be consistent, because like you said, if you start this, you know, next week it's this group and that group, and it's 2 students, or 20 students, or 200 students. You know, you don't have a policy on how many you have to have, or what they're, I mean, like you said, if it's a pool area, it's all contained, and that's it, you know.
I wouldn't have a problem with the pool, but I can't see how that.
right, and on Saturdays, we have one custodian in the building.
Right. And it's not their job to supervise, I mean, they can't go out and make sure that
Right.
the right people are playing on the right playground one night.
You just tell them they can use the pool if they want, if they provide, well,
Is
they
there,
pay for the lifeguard. but-
is there a requirement, that we have written down in your document that if, someone wants to come and have a basketball tournament for kids or something like that? Well, here, if you want to use a gym for a day, here's the things that you have to have in place, certification, yada, yada, yada.
And that's where we've gone back and forth with different insurance policies, who has them, who doesn't, who we require to have them. To me, you know, locker rooms are one of the most dangerous places,
Yeah.
and that's was one of my immediate fears, that you can get, you use the whole thing, oh, the locker room, and a bunch of little kids running around, and again, more than likely, they're not going to have an insurance waiver
Right.
to be able to cover, and the district does have to take responsibility of that money.
You almost have to say, okay, you have this requirement for the pool, this requirement for the gym, this requirement for the playground. If you can show and prove that you meet these requirements like any other group that come in for a tournament, et cetera, don't have to meet.
Yeah, because if they aren't covered in insurance, that's the only taxpayers holding back. in
And for
the
the
end
most part,
result.
the tournaments and things, we required that it be our school, our students, who are doing it as a fundraiser for us. The tournaments are for things that earn money for our own kids and that kind of thing.
Without having some really, really understood, these are strict rules and regulations, and that's how you have to man it up and have a program in place and be certified and difficult.
I don't think
We don't have that in
equipped,
place.
And we're talking 2.5 weeks from now.
Yeah.
we're not really equipped and have a plan for something like that.
I just think you have to compare it back to something that we would allow. Say that you have to meet these requirements.
Well, if you have to separate 10 people playing basketball, if you have an insurance waiver, they have an insurance, they cover their own insurance, and there's no risk to the taxpayer. But you have 20 kids in here, we're not making any money on the deal, and it's gonna cost us buku amounts of money to litigate it. That's not the best business in a sense.
I agree, I just think it's really interesting. Yeah.
Next issue, the clinic, we have received nothing to send home to parents or to students to let them know that it's technically not here, it's closed, it's done. I also still wonder the validity of they really will try to fill it this year. And I don't know if that's something that we want to request a meeting with them and sit down and basically ask questions of that. Remember how we were supposed to have our committee,
Right.
or you want it?
Yes.
We want it, okay. And it was never had, and it was never rescheduled, because that's valuable space we can easily use. And if it's just gonna sit vacant the rest of this school year until next year when they come and take their stuff out, because I did not get the impression that they were gonna be here next fall. So I find it hard to believe that they're going to fill. But again, maybe if we want to pull our advisory committee together and ask them to come down and meet and have a conversation about the clinic, I think that's one way we might get an honest answer, I guess, of what their intentions are.
I'm sorry.
If you have the meeting and they don't show, or they stop, at least you made the effort.
Okay. And are you the only board member?
I think so.
Honest, I can't remember.
I was coming last time, I'm not
Okay.
sure if it was because she couldn't be here, but I was gonna come and then they canceled because the last one was.
I think we
I think we
both are.
both were.
I think we both are.
Because that's something, it's their committee, so I don't have the bylaws for that. They don't have, they call those meetings. But I really feel like we need to get together and have a
Well, if we're not
conversation.
getting answers any other way, then that might be the only way to find out.
Right, that was kind of my feeling. One of the other things to start to talk about is filling the high school principal's position and when we want to look to begin to advertise. And obviously, it probably won't start till next year, but it's something if people know that we have a position open and we want to hire, relatively May or June, have people come up to our building, see the building, why it's in functioning condition, not
Right.
summer. And to hopefully have a person come on at 7/1, we probably need to start putting together a packet to do that. So I know we have former brochures, okay, that we can, present at the next board meeting, have everybody look at the show, and then we'll go from there then. Okay. The board, just so that you folks know, Kay helped the board write a letter today, I should say, for the cheerleaders who were in competition this weekend in Syracuse and took first place. So the board did write a congratulations letter to them that will go into regional and girls. But that was very positive. You can tell that we've been seeing many of the cheerleaders today, they were very excited. So that was a great thing. And
Pictures were everywhere, on Facebook, on Zoom, it was really nice to see.
but what a great experience to not only go to Syracuse, but to take first place. So that was exciting.
Awesome.
I think that's all I have for you. Oh, no, sorry, one more thing. Our presentation fee for the building project is now done 3 presentations. We did one at the Edwards, one at the Russell Fire Hall, and then today we did the faculty. So So we have 2 more left, which will be this Wednesday evening at the Russell and Edmonds Town Board meetings. So those are the 2. Unless we're requested anywhere else, that's, where it will stop. And the vote is on the 27th from 12 to 8.
Any feedback from those presentations?
Other than I heard from, the one meeting in Russell, because a couple of people there in the Russell meeting had worked on the committee that did our renovation project there, but how many years ago? That gentleman talked.
Oh, boss, yes.
So he did call back and just, had some very positive feedback, but as far as any
That was a very
feedback.
good meeting.
Well, those people there, between that and the gentleman that was from the Navy, they just blew me away with the information they had, knowledge, and it helped, to have a good conversation with the architects and John, those of us who are ignorant, know some of that stuff. It was, like another language, but it was some, good ideas. And even today, the faculty meeting, one of the faculty pointed out, if we're looking to get new tiles in the ceilings, why not try to get noise reductions tiles? Nothing anybody had thought of. Even though they had all been surveyed, but she happened to be at the cafeteria today. And, so that was a great idea, and John's going to look into that. So that's all I have actually this time.
Question, when they do the entrance out there, are they gonna have a table to, or a bench to, when you secure that area, you're gonna have a bench for people to sit if it takes a while for it to get them in?
That would probably be a good idea, John, because not everyone can stand, as we
The
know.
other question I got, shouldn't it be secured to the floor? So
Bench,
if
so
somebody
that they
gets,
can't take it and crash through the windows.
right, and are the windows gonna be the wire type that are reinforced?
That is one of the things that we did talk about within the project.
I thought it was.
It was in that area specifically, as well as the classroom windows on the side of the doors, the big,
It might be just better to buy high-impact safety glass, then it won't shatter, and that wire is kind of offensive.
I'm thinking by the way, glass.
You actually still can. It can be used in schools. That's what we had thought that's in close said, but that's not true. But we're looking at the high impact. Yes. But that, for whatever reason, we were surprised to find out that yes, it's still allowed to be used in schools
Would it,
because it's
would
dangerous.
it be better to put solid doors? I mean, it's nice to be able to look in, but solid steel doors, like something like that, would be much more secure as far as the interior doors to keep them out of the school.
Actually, school classroom doors have to have a window in them so that people can be viewed or visible, so that you know what's going on if somebody were to walk by. Often you'll walk down the hall and some teacher will put up a poster on their door and we have to go and say, could you please take that down? I mean, it's for safety and protection of students so that nothing's ever happening behind closed door.
Yeah.
But I think the new code does have that the window size is very narrow.
They are.
So if you walk around the building, you can tell the difference between some of the classrooms that have been remodeled in the last 10 years in comparison to the prior.
But it was one of the things, when John was looking at the prices, it was cheaper to replace the glass than the doors.
Do we have anything else before we move to executive session?
I need your reservations for the, ones that's supposed to be in the meeting, they're due before your next meeting.
I would like to go to that.
If you can't, and there's no agenda,
I
meet
know.
first.
I'll be going to, okay?
What is that?
It's where BOCES goes through their annual budget, you've been there before, and they go through their whole expenses, talk about it, talk how it impacts the schools.
And they have like senators or something, or
No, that's the legislators' recognition.
Oh.
That we're not having as the legislators,
They
we're
won't
not
come.
coming.
We're not having
But this is truly to go over the full BOCES budget and how it impacts our schools.
It used to be at the Seaway Tech Center in Norwood.
You
But
just
we're
gotta
gonna try
down.
it again this
Yay
year
for
because it's
Kansas.
more centralized, yeah, it is.
I wouldn't go into that. And is it,
April 11th.
April 11th.
Thursday, yeah. So Kay, I see that you have for executive session A through I. Which ones of these are we I'm just looking down through, trying to figure out, well, we do have CSE, and we have, D.
DEFI.
D, E, F, and I. Okay. Can I have a motion to enter executive session for the purpose of discussions regarding proposed pending or current litigation, collective negotiations pursuant to Article 14 of the Civil Service Law, the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation, or matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person, corporation, and CSE. Mandy?
I'll second.
And who was that, Lynn? All in favor? Any opposed? We're in executive session at 7:42.